Welcome. This is D Darrell with the motherfucking conscious clientele coming to you from the best mental health facility in a suburb outside of Houston, Texas. For those that think that me, D Darrell, is jealous of Lennon Honor, does Lennon Honor have this? For all the haters everywhere. It is crazy. I am flabbergasted of the hate that D Darrell attracts when he's online. Everybody knows I'm not about the fuck shit all the time. I've kind of removed myself from a lot of stuff. I don't go in and out of the sector. And soon as I start to come back, just to do a little something, trying to balance out between me being in the black YouTube, the manosphere, then coming over here to kick it with the good guys and coming over here doing little things. A month from now I got a rematch with Just Alex and so forth, where I represented the sector and beat someone on their own topics that they supposed to be, have that expertise in. And sure enough, it's crazy. It is crazy how people come into the sector. I'm showing receipts since I'm jealous of Lennon Honor. See, this typifies the level of ignorance and how we just cannot allow people to come into our spaces and talk a bunch of shit. What's up, Mia Carter? What's up, Casey L? What's up, living life to the fullest? What's going on, Just Be Jazzy? Good to see you here. Shock 'em wrong. What's up, Boris Lemieux? Spot him, shot him. I know his ass control. Pillsbury Doughboy, hating ass G Gates. What's up, Whack Tunes? I'm sitting here like, people to say I got all of this and I'm worried about super chats? Are you kidding me? Super chats? The rent for the building that I'm in right now, this is a 35 square, this building itself, the budget I have for this one building is more than what Lennon Honor is, double what Lennon Honor makes on YouTube. And I don't even know what he makes, but I guarantee you the budget that I have for this one building is more than what he makes, doubles what he makes on YouTube. And that's just this one location. But see, you got people who come here acting ignorant to the fact, saying that I'm jealous. What's up, K Business Podcast? You're right. And I'm going to touch on that, Ghost. I will touch on that. Because to me, I'm going to say this. That particular lady sounds like she comes from the divestment community or she comes from pink pill community. For those that know what pink pill and the divestment communities are, those are communities in which they practice shitting on black men all the time. And they find research and information to try to point the blame of black men being the reason why the black community is in a flux. Yes, spot him, shot him. She said that I am jealous of Hoagie Head super chats. But I took the L. They claim I took the L. Her talking points were things that wasn't even true. The chick was saying shit that was not even true. The chick don't even know about this sector. Yes, she is 100% pink pill. And you can tell. She doesn't come from this. She comes from that community. And that was one of the issues that I had with her. Is the fact that, and I'm going to give you evidence as I move along today. I'm just giving you a brief introduction of why this chick is a coon. She's a coon-ass pink pill supporter who doesn't like the black community, number one. And she don't like black men. Matter of fact, this person don't even like living around our asses. So if you don't like living around us, why are you conjugating with us on YouTube? You see, this speaks to the hypocrisy of some people who claim to come around and be intellectual and so forth, saying a whole bunch of shit. Notice, every time this lady speaks, she has to go into this whole, this overly expansive description of shit instead of asking things just specifically. If I ask her just a specific question, why do you like Lennon Honor? Why do you like this or that? She goes into this whole descriptive of a whole fucking paragraph than just getting straight. She never can answer questions directly. Yes, spot him, shot him. She said that. That's why I'm like, guys, y'all got to go back and listen to the replay. Don't focus. And what people were focusing on was the fact that she was trying to loud talk me and that she kept talking longer than me. And out of frustration, I interrupted because she took too goddamn long to get her points across. And so I began to interrupt because she basically said the disparaging things about me the whole night. I never said one thing. I could have cursed her ass out. I could have roasted the fuck out of her if I wanted to. I chose not to do that. I just was just wanting to know, why are you here? Okay? This lady comes from the pink pill divestment community of man-hating, of black men hating women who were mad that they were too ugly or wasn't good enough, out of shape, or too socially awkward to get a man. Notice, she actually said on a panel in which I talked about when Red Pill told her to learn more about I think that was on Slander God's panel, she's celibate. That was not, I want you to say this. Her celibacy is not voluntary. Her celibacy is that no black man want her ass. That's why she's celibate. She's celibate because nobody want to give her the D. Because she's annoying as fuck. That's the truth. That's what she want to talk about. Who would want to sit there and listen to someone talk every time you say and you come out with a point of view? She has this sense of, okay, if you say something, I'm going to have to one-up you. I'm going to have to talk louder than you. I'm going to have to interrupt you. I'm going to have to show you how smart I am. What man wants to sit there and listen to that? Exactly. That's another thing I was going to think. She's not celibate. She's a lesbian. I don't know. That's only speculation. But I'm sitting here like, the thing about it, people want to see the haters like G Gates and the haters like DJ Drama. They tired of seeing the good guys take all the W's. It's frustrating, but see, at least G Gates got a channel, even though it's a whack ass channel, nobody want to watch. But DJ Drama's scared to become a content creator because he know the L's he gonna take once he becomes a content creator. He don't want to do that. But what he wants to do is get on and troll, come to my channel, talk shit, say this and say that, jump on panels like he jumped on panels last night. Yeah, my thing is this, man. When I spoke, she was yelling, cursing. All the ghetto-ness came out. Yeah, G-Gate. Yeah, you right. You right to laugh, G-Gate. Your channel is trash. And we all know it. You right to laugh. Your channel is trash. But I'm sitting here like, and if Drama make a channel, his channel going to be trash too. So we're sitting here listening to her. And I said certain things on purpose to trigger her. I know nobody has to ask me for some motherfucking permission to do anything. But see, I said certain things because in seeing her, I noticed every time a black male says something that's conflictual to her, she has issues. And she has this need to project her voice, project herself to say, I'm going to one-up you. You can't have a civil conversation with her. You cannot have civil interaction with her because every time you have an interaction with her, she thinks you're trying to disprove her. Therefore, if you disprove me, I'm going to have to show you that I'm going to win the argument. Our arguments are not meant to win. I mean, all discussions, all discussions are not meant to be won. A discussion is merely just an exchange of ideas between two or more people. What's up, Spirit Mouse Media? I'm good, brother. I'm good. What's up, Stan Smiley? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Good to see a lot of people coming into the house. This shit is laughable that we have people who come into this sector. She sat her dumb ass and watched Lennon honor for damn near 3 or more years or whatever, saying the same bullshit about Umar, but you want to come in here and tell people, give advice and opinions, intellectual, quote unquote, opinions on shit. When you sat and watched this dude for damn near 3 months, 3 years lie, you lose all credibility with me. You lose all credibility. I just asked you a question. Why are you here? I'm here because I want to be here. And I just asked you why you was here. Can I not ask? Can the Godfather not ask? Why? Does Lennon Honor have an office that look like this in the background? Do Lennon Honor have employees? Is Lennon Honor rocking it like D. Darrell? No. Lennon Honor begging for super checks. Lennon Honor doing members only. With maybe 50 to 60 people in his members only paying for that bullshit that he's saying. I don't have to do that. I don't need YouTube to make money, baby. I am the money. I make money while I'm here and I make money while I'm asleep. I was operating in 3 different cities. What are you talking about? Carrie? Scary Carrie? Scary Carrie is out of control. I'm sitting here like, why are we, my question is, why are we allowing this person to speak as freely, saying a whole bunch of bullshit? That's all I'm saying. That was the question that I'm raising. I see her as a problem. That's my opinion. But I'm going to be here. You're not going to tell me what to do. I just did. T Pre said, I just finished watching it. watching that D. Wow is all I can say. It was crazy. All I asked was the question, why are you here? And you got triggered. I just wanted to see you go from being pseudo-intellectual to ghetto hood rat. Because that's exactly what you did. You started off trying to be intellectual and intelligent. And then at the end, motherfucker this, do this, bitch ass, da-da-da-da-da. You start showing your hood rat ways. And that's basically what you've proven to be. That's what you are. It's going to come out. It's liable to come out because that's who you really are. You can sit here and put on that facade. You can sit here and say all those things you want to say. But at the end of the day, you're just a basic hood rat that wants to come on YouTube talking shit. It's okay. It's okay. You see, I operate in a therapeutic environment. I have shit going on right now as we speak. I show my receipts. I'm certified, licensed. How can you be in this space and not know this? Or pretend to not know this? Now, the Oracle says you've been in the space for a long goddamn time and she knows you from other people. I give shit about that, to be honest with you. I don't really care. I'm focusing on the here and now. The fact that you are here and you coming in here to disrupt shit. And to be honest with you, she's coming here because she wants to try to make black men look ignorant and stupid and uninformed. That's her goal. Her point of being here is to discredit black men. That's why she's here. If you want to do that shit, go back to the pink pill, go back to the divestment community, or you can go into manosphere, gender spaces and do that shit. We don't play that shit here, okay? In case you didn't know. And we're not going to allow you to bring it here. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a snippet of how big of a coon she really is. And to be honest with you, this is why we got to be suspicious of when new people come here and the things that they do. I want y'all to sit here and listen to this shit. Okay? I want you to listen carefully to the shit she about to say.
I did say that. And I do believe that.
And I agree with that.
The game.
I do believe that.
How did the game?
You think?
Can I say why? Because I have a reason why, and it's the reason why is because I'm from Chicago, and the problem.
This is this motherfucker from Chicago, from the south side of Chicago. You know she ratchet as hell. She from Chicago of all places. Really?
Problem niggas had in Chicago wasn't just poverty. They don't know how to resolve conflict peacefully. And I'm not really trying to move to no black state for however many decades or centuries it's gonna take for niggas to learn how to resolve conflict peacefully.
Now listen to this. She just said, I'm not, fuck you niggas. She just said, fuck you niggas. I'm not living in no black state for black men to understand how to resolve. Again, the degradation of black men unable to sort out their issues. Now, let me break it down to you, Miss Scary Carrie. Most black men know how to resolve conflicts. Now, maybe in your ghetto ass environment, you saw the majority of black men that didn't. When you look at us as a majority, most black men do not commit crimes. Most black men don't kill other black men. Most black men don't cause harm to black men. Okay? You see, this is the motherfucker y'all claim gave me an L. This shows these niggers are so thirsty to see the good guys lose that they willing to give somebody something they didn't earn. You see? This is her experience. She doesn't understand the collective. She doesn't understand black culture. She doesn't understand from an intellectual standpoint why black people engage in some of the negative and self-defeating behaviors that we engage in. Because the bottom line is that black people kill other black people at 89% of the time. It is not different than any other group of people. Because you know what? White people kill white people at 86%, which is just 3% lower. Black on black crime is a fallacy. Every group of people, the majority of the killings are going to be against people that they live with. Since you want to be so intelligent, you should know this. This shit is ridiculous. No, I am keeping it to the person that I'm mad at. I'm cool with a lot of people from Chicago. I know a bunch of people from Chicago. I'm talking about her ghetto ass, Carl Burton. I'm talking about her. I'm not talking about everybody because I'm cool. Most people I know from Chicago is cool. When I went to college, there was a lot of people from Chicago that went to Southern University. I'm cool with people from Chicago for over 20 years. So no, it's just about her. But let me let you see how ignorant this bitch is. Let's continue.
And first of all, let me say one more thing. As a black woman, and I'm the only woman on the panel, and I don't care if anybody in the chat understands, maybe somebody will. As a black woman, the threat that I am most afraid of is black men. I'm most likely to get killed by a black man. Getting into a romantic relationship with a black man is exceedingly dangerous.
Wow. Listen to this rhetoric. This is genocidal. What she just basically said that she's putting her life at risk by dating black men, as if most black men kill black women in romantic relationships. This shit is sick. This woman just inadvertently stated, no, she did it on purpose. She basically is trying to rationalize why she should not date black men, because if I date black men, therefore I'm putting myself at a higher risk of getting killed, as if most black men in relationships kill black women. This is an idiot. This is an idiot that we are allowing to circulate in our sector. What she's basically saying, she's a man-hating female that's mad that the black men that she don't want her. That she really want, they don't want her. The fact of the matter is that most black men don't kill black women. Most black men that are in relationships don't kill black women. They don't beat black women, okay? Most black men do not engage in behaviors to hurt black women. It just so happens that statistically, when you look at it from a comparative standpoint, black men are probably last or second to last as it relates to other groups of men to have domestic violence. How do I know that? Because I'm right now trying to get a domestic violence program accredited for my company as we speak. I have done over 40 to 50 hours of training on domestic violence issues as it relates to American culture and specifically as it relates to Black people. What has happened is that there is a certain percentage that of those toxic type of relationships that these things do happen. But for her to get there and irresponsibly say that if I get in a relationship with Black men, it's a overwhelming chance probability that I'm going to get beat or I'm going to get killed is a goddamn lie. And see, this is what I'm talking about when you allow people to use these waves to spew hate and dissension. This is a pro-Black community. This is a pro-Black community. And we have somebody here trying to spread dissension. Now, let me continue and let her say all the dumbass shit that she wants to say.
And so, yeah, that's how I feel. Now, if you want to dismiss me or gaslight me, that's fine.
Nobody's gaslighting you. You just don't know what the hell you're talking about because you're ignorant, you don't know the stats, and you don't know Black pathology or psychopathology. You don't even understand it. You're just a person that's in a community where you're in a fucking echo chamber just repeating what somebody told you without doing your research.
But that's how I feel.
Yeah, I can't rock with her on that part.
Nobody can rock with lies, but let me go ahead and let her continue.
Well, you're not a Black woman.
I do agree that not Black gang, but gangs. I do believe gangs will follow. Like I don't see these individuals dropping this lifestyle just because it's separated.
Wait, you don't think domestic violence will follow?
Yeah, that'll follow, but I don't subscribe to the thing.
Look at this thing. She talking about domestic violence. Most Black relationships are not in domestic violence. She's speaking as if the overwhelming majority of Black relationships involve a Black man beating a Black woman. That's not true.
And baby,
hold on. Let me speak. Carrie, I empathize with your position. Obviously, you know, if you feel that Black men, I mean, you're saying Black men, to which I say compared to what other men, but if you're not with a Black man, you're probably going to be with another man who you
I never had a white man street harass me in the street. I never.
Look at this. Now she want to take up. I never had a white man because you're not in white spaces. They don't want you. I never had a white man do. Now she taking up for white zaddy. I'll be damned.
Never had a white man.
What is harass? What does harass mean?
Harass means I'm trying to walk down the street. They're commenting on my ass. They're getting too close to me. If I don't stop and give them attention, I'm literally afraid that they're going to hurt me.
You ever walk by a construction site? Like.
Yes.
And
nobody ever got off a construction site and got up in my personal space. That's never happened to me.
Listen, do you think white men
you can dismiss it if you want to, but it's real. I'm not the only sister that feels that way. I don't hate Black men. I'm not always afraid of Black men, but the idea of submitting myself to a state, the way Black men talk about Black women and the way Black men treat Black women, if you think I want to move to a state where there is nothing but Black men and Black women, I would not feel safe under Black male leadership.
Wow, that is a coon. Did you all just hear this? This coon, did you just hear what this coon just said? She would never submit to a Black man. She would not be under Black male leadership. She would never move to a state that's majority Black man. She would not move around her. She's not comfortable around her own community. She's not comfortable around us. But you're not comfortable around us in person, but you want to come around our Black asses on YouTube. This is a fucking coon that we talking about. Straight up coon. This shit is ridiculous. You're right, Barson. She confusing real Black men with niggas. But she can't differentiate between the both of us. This is the shit I'm talking about. You see, This is the problem. See, I missed this one, but I saw how she went on Max V channel and got kicked off. I saw a little bit of that. I seen her go on other channels talking dumb shit. But this what y'all want in our space? A woman that don't even want to be around, don't even see us. Who the fuck are you to think we are unworthy of you to be in our presence? Who the fuck are you? What have you done to think you have the right to say some shit like, I can't be under an all-black state and an all-black men as the leaders and submit to that and they have dysfunction and this and that. This chick is from the divestment community and she is from the pink pill or the pink pill. She's from one of those communities because this is the very dumbass shit that they say over there. They're no different from the manosphere and the dumb shit that the manosphere say, just from an opposite male perspective. No different. But this what y'all want on y'all panels? See, D. Darrell gonna come with the heat. I ain't playing. This is what y'all want on your panel talking shit. Is she worthy to be on the panel of black men having that type of perspective about us as being less than? But you'll go under white male leadership. You'll go under Hispanic male leadership, Asian male leadership. But I'll be damned if I'm going to listen to what a black man say. But let me continue.
Sorry.
And then that's
I am
other
speaking for
issues that
myself.
we
I'll
gotta.
be over there in the comments. This is me speaking for myself.
Okay.
That's
listen,
other
listen,
issues
what I was
within
suggesting
it that we gotta squabble it out.
Yeah, Carrie, first of all, let me say this. I don't know who you listen to because what you said sounds like a lot of the gender banger points that happen online. And I think that, you know, those type of people are kind of toxic. Not every black black man is like that. And if you think that other races,
I didn't say everyone, but what's the percentage got to be? Like, how often do I have to hear on the news about black people shooting other black people?
First of all, you dumbass, it's called white supremacy, and white supremacy presents information to present us in a negative light because that's what it's designed to do, because it's called programming. Okay, white people commit crimes against themselves 86% of the time. Black people commit crimes at 89%, 3% more. That is not a significant difference. Basically, that is an aspect of white supremacy to project black people being in a negative light. That's nothing new. That is elementary. You should know that since you want to give your detailed analysis on black men in a pro-black space. Nappy Yankee was right. This lady is toxic. She's ignorant. And she has no place. She has no place in this community. So now you want to understand why D. Darrell did what he did last night. Because she's being exposed. She's from a pink pill divestment community that hates black men because she couldn't get the black man that she wanted. Now, I understand she may have lived in the slums of Chicago's South Side Chicago finest or worse. And she saw a high percentage of black men being dysfunctional. But that is not representative of the collective. And then she tries to say, I don't hate black men, but everything that you say about black men resonates with hate. She has yet to say one positive thing about a black man that I have heard on any panel that she's got on, particularly on this particular panel. This chick is toxic. And she has no place in this space. I demand respect. I don't give a damn what you think. And if you're going to come in this space, you're going to respect black men. And also, you're going to also respect black women because you think you've just stated that you don't want to live with either one of us. But you're going to go live with another group of people who have a historical, and I'm going to repeat, a historical track record of killing Negroes like you and getting away with it. Make that make sense, Shakim Ra. Let me finish.
Over some nonsense. Like, what's the percentage got to be before I don't want to live in an all black neighborhood?
Black people, worst of all,
look at that. I don't want to live in a all black neighborhood. Isn't that a white supremacist talking point? She automatically assumed blackness means violence. Blackness means dysfunction. Blackness means unproductive. Blackness means ignorance. Blackness to her is not associated with intelligence, greatness, productivity, advancement. That's not what blackness, those are not synonyms of blackness to her. She has white supremacist talking points. This is no different from any white person or another person of another race looking at black people in this manner.
You say a black neighborhood, where is that black neighborhood? You got to ask yourself that. Isn't that the reason why you're trying to get reparations in the first place?
I live in Atlanta. Buckhead is a very affluent neighborhood. These houses cost millions and millions of dollars. I don't know if you heard about what's happening down here.
Wow, now she's sitting here in her broke ass line about living in houses that cost millions and millions of dollars. This shit is laughable, man. The clowns that we have that come into this sector. You go from living in Southside Chicago, now you living in Atlanta. These houses are millions. It don't matter if these houses live or these houses are worth millions and millions of dollars. How much is your motherfucking house worth? Or do you even live in a house? See, we're gonna break this shit down. But let me just let this shit ride.
But the same, I'm sorry, nigga mentality.
Wait.
Even in rich black neighborhoods.
Wait. In Atlanta, in the rich parts of Atlanta, you're saying that they're shooting each other up.
Yes, look it up in Buckhead. They're actually talking about breaking off to be in a different city. And the thing, Mistress Monica, I wish that it was, but even when we talk about the things that we go through, everybody acts like I'm the angry black woman, and it's not real.
All the propaganda that's pushed on black people, the fact that government infiltration, the fact that they push guns into poor communities, the fact of the racism, and again, because I have family in Atlanta. I was just there this past Thanksgiving. Okay.
Please look up what's happening in Buckhead so you know I'm not making it up. But go on. Please do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a link. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm gonna drop a link.
T.I. lives in Buckhead. If I'm
don't matter what type. It don't matter if you in Buckhead. Don't matter where you're at. College Park. It don't give a damn. The bottom line is that your perception of black people in general, as if you are different, is problematic. And when the majority culture looks at you, they look at you as no different, my dear, scary Carrie. No different.
Correct.
Yeah, right? It's a very rich part of town, and it's off the chain right now.
Off the chain meaning what? Like
meaning that they've been having carjacking, shootings, what's it called? Road rage shootings. It's been so many murders. Look, let me tell you, I bought a house in a different suburb and my property value actually went up like $10,000 in the past month.
Whoop-de-doo.
Because people are leaving Buckhead. I'm about to drop you the article so you know I'm not tripping.
One of the things that I just want to say while you look that up is to think, if we're going to go through the whole process of getting reparations, how it's going to be divvied up, so on and so forth, to think that there wouldn't be any standards.
Shut out the nappy Yankee on this one.
But I'm going to call it DJ, the Black Utopia. So it's not going to be like America, behold, you're poor, you're this, you're that, whatever. There has to be structure within that compound, within that land. So whatever way that you think that you're bringing with you, you can't bring those ways into this new. Us to do in some of those neighborhoods, man. But if you had something else get them educated, and get them doing something productive, then they wouldn't be in that lifestyle.
Yeah, but also we gotta
hold on.
One person.
I just want to refer to somebody in the chat. Black and Red Chad, you're comparing rappers to the millions of people on the planet, and he's talking about the shootings in Buckhead. So
no, that's not what happened. You said that it only happened because of poverty, and I introduced a wealthy neighborhood. That was the concept.
Again,
first of all, let me stop here. But see, what she's doing is she's doing what's called confirmation bias. When she's basically trying to find information to only fit her narrative that's incorrect. Crime happens in any neighborhood, whether it's wealthy, middle class, low class. It just has a tendency to happen more in working class and lower class, regardless of race. So now she's going to end up saying that even the rich black neighborhoods have shit going on, as if shit don't happen in wealthy white neighborhoods that go unreported and not on the news. You see, the news selectively puts certain things out to fit an agenda. You sitting there thinking you don't think white men are not killing their wives. You think white men are not beating up women. Matter of fact, white men and Hispanic men are at the top as far as domestic violence in this country, not black men. Sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse. They're 1 and 2. Black men are like at the bottom when it comes into that respect. But you hear her in her toxic ways because she just so happened to live in a bad environment. She conceptualized the whole collective of Black America to be in this manner, regardless if she lives in Chicago or regardless if she lives in Atlanta.
So, okay, you said you dropped a link?
I dropped 2 links.
I'm going to say this.
On the YouTube
I'm gonna say this, man. It's obvious from just this conversation alone that we as Black people are gonna have to squabble out our situations and our differences in order to make this work. Because even us four here on the panel can't get into agreement on how it would be like if we get reparations and separate from the white man. So, you know, we got to handle our issues amongst each other.
But I just want to get back to Carrie. So obviously, you know, you're saying about your fear of black men. Do you think that other groups of men, when they see you, don't have the same carnal desires at all?
I think that they do. I think that in general, they don't harass me though. You know,
okay, but
I'm not afraid of them.
The reason why they don't harass you or talk to you because they don't want your black ass. That's the reason. It has nothing to do with black men approach you because black men like black women. As a whole, black men are going to interact with their own kind before they interact with other women. The probability of a white man approaching you as opposed to black men is greatly less. That's just like black men approaching white women. It's going to be greatly less than white men approaching white women. White women go through the same issues with white men. Hispanic men do the same thing in certain respects to Hispanic women. It has nothing to do with the fact that, well, the other races don't treat me the way black men because they don't want you. You're not in their group. It's time for us as black people to quit trying to kiss the ass and think that you're going to get something and get some better treatment from people that historically killed you and damn near wiped you off the face of the earth in this continent. And they were unsuccessful because of our strength. And you want to sit here in 2020 talking about what white men, they're not treating me this way because they don't want you. White men want women. You can't produce white sons and white children for white men. They don't want you. At best, they just want to fetishize you. That's it. Make this make sense.
Okay, let's say that, you know, you marry him or what have you, because There are tons, and shout out to the lady who I referred you to before, Radical Sister. You think that this doesn't happen to black women as far as domestic violence from other races?
Oh, it happens.
No, I don't think that there's no. I think that a lot of white women. I don't date white men, but I think that a lot of black women, in their fear of black men, go to any piece of trash white man.
Yeah, like you probably did. Like you did. Now, first of all, let me say this. White men commit there's more occurrences. It ain't even in the same ballpark. White men lead in attributing to domestic violence trauma to women. Period. Black men are not at the top when it comes to this. This is what I do for a fucking living. When you hear people trying to spit a narrative, notice she never said one positive thing about black men. Matter of fact, she never said one positive thing about black women. She just basically said black women don't know how to pick men because black women, out of fear, date a bottom shelf brat. She even basically offended black women, saying when you date interracially, you don't even pick good men. You don't pick good black men, and when you date interracially, you still pick bad men. Wow. This lady don't like black people. She's a coon.
So I don't think that there are some people in the chat. Some people have such black and white thinking. They think that if I say something about black men, obviously I'm fucking white men and sucking white.
But you're saying that.
Look, she said that too goddamn comfortable. I'm sucking white dick and I'm fucking white. She said that shit too easily. But she'll never say I was doing the same thing to black men. But she said that shit very seamlessly.
Black men scare you. That's like me saying that all black women, most of them are bitches. You know?
Yeah, so like, if black men scare you, how do you engage in a relationship with them?
Yeah.
I'm celibate.
Okay,
she a goddamn liar, bitch lying. She is, and if she is celibate, she's celibate because her ass is ugly and can't get a goddamn man. That's for reason.
Just don't do shit at all.
Self-inflicted celibacy don't count.
Yeah, I'm a different type of person, so I'm sorry. I don't want to blow your mind.
But again,
you different how? What is different about your ghetto ratchet ass?
You painted black men with a very broad brush. Just like,
because what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that every black man is dangerous, right? But what I'm saying is, like, in general, I mean, I don't feel particularly safe. You know,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to Scary Carrie. Scary Carrie don't know what she want. Scary Carrie has some in-depth psychological issues and traumatic situations that she probably been through that she won't talk about. You see, Scary Carrie didn't get this way overnight. Scary Carrie encountered some shit that she has not healed from that led her to this perspective. Now, she sat here and stated, I'm choosing to be celibate as if black men are inadequate to date her. No, baby, it's the other way around. No black man really wants you. No black man wants to fuck around with an annoying ass woman like you, who's very negative. You ignorant as fuck. You talk a lot of shit. You think because you talk louder and you talk more in an expansive manner, that means you have to be right. You constantly want to emotionally interject yourself in order to get your point across, because it's obvious nobody likes listening to you. Nobody likes engaging you. You want to feel powerful. And your only way of feeling powerful is to feel like I'm going to demonize black men and make them feel less than. And I'm going to create a false narrative based on quote unquote research to give examples and evidence why I should be this way.
No, from black men, I don't. And the more I hear them
talk, what man would you feel safe around?
Like I said, the only people I really feel unsafe around is black men.
Wow. The only people she feels unsafe around is black. So that means she feels more safe around white men, Asian, Latino. all the various groups, particularly white men that historically did shit to you and gotten away with it. You want to feel safe around Hispanic men that fetishize you and don't give a shit if you live or die. Okay? You want to be around Asian people that don't want to fuck with you outside of you buying their products. This is some of the most ignorant bullshit. This is some of the most coonish ass shit that I have ever heard in my life. Other spaces that I go in, I hear the same type of shit. But this has to be top 2 or 3 of anything I've heard. So Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany. She said, D, how do you think people get there? Have folks with these extreme views maybe had a super negative experience that maybe mentally scarred them? Because this is pretty extreme rhetoric. Yes, I'm going to say that there's a large percentage of black people who are a healthy percentage of black people who have been socialized to be in certain environments where they don't necessarily fit in or replicate the behaviors of those that are around them, particularly if those behaviors are crime-ridden, negative, lack of value. And a lot of times in the black community, people who quote unquote do things differently can be perceived as being white or showing whiteness. So for a person like this, being called you acting white, you acting preppy, you acting bougie, you doing this and you're doing that, you don't fit in socially, you're being demonized, you try to date the Pookie and Ray Ray that pumped and dumped you, you probably was physically abused and other things, or there probably were things going on in her own family. See, this is a gradual thing that happens over a period of time in which a person experiences negative experiences and potential trauma that leads them to believe every time that I've interacted with a black person, this was the result. In her case, it probably was mostly negative results because you were in a negative, high crime-ridden environment. I don't have that experience. The people in this chat don't have that experience. But see, it fits to her short-sightedness that she is unable to departmentalize the fact that her experience is not necessarily equating to the experiences of other people. She thinks because I experienced, therefore it must be true for everybody. Instead of being able to listen and reflect on the other opinions of other people, she chooses to yell and project her voice over everybody to say, look at me, I'm right, you're wrong. And notice, as she spoke, she consistently said, this is just how I feel. Now, she didn't say she was correct. She didn't say she was wrong, correct. She didn't say she didn't have a basis. She said, that's just how I feel. We're telling her you need to broaden out and look and understand what the collective is going through and how people have different experiences. But again, she reverts back to this is how I feel, meaning she's closed-minded to listening to you Negroes because you all ain't worth me respecting your point of view. That's what she's telling you. Period.
But obviously, as a woman, you got to be. Well, some man has to.
You don't feel unsafe around white men.
I mean, the thing here's one thing that's different. To be fair, not to compare apples to oranges. One of the reasons I got street harassed in Chicago is because it was an urban environment. Out here, I live in the suburbs. It's not like dudes is out in the corner. I don't really have that. I don't really know what to compare it to anymore. So that might be hard.
I think that's a big part of the issue.
I don't mean to cut you off or anything. Where do you walk through? Because it's just like, and I hear some black people saying things like, well, you know.
First of all, let me say this. Catcalling, it's a difference between catcalling and street harassment. Now, do black men street harass people? Yes. Men of all races street harass. This is not relegated to just black men. And this is the narrative that she's trying to spin. All of these negative things, all of these dysfunctional things that she has experienced is because of black men. Other men participate in these same things and at a higher rate. But she won't say that. She's only going to point at, is you black man that's catcalling me. There's you black man that's telling me, show me your ass, slap me on the ass and saying, I don't agree with that. But most black men don't do that. Most black men don't behave in that fashion.
So you see black people with their pants hanging down and stuff. I'm like, okay, where do you hang? Because if I'm in a normal area, I don't see that with black people at all. Like black men dress like, you may see that once in a blue moon. That guy looks like an idiot. But you don't
see it all the time. But I work with children, so
yeah. But you don't see black men.
Man, I would not want my black son. See, this is why Umar trying to make this damn school, because we got coons, we got people of other races that don't give a damn about our black boys. Now imagine your black son. For those who got black sons, I have a black son, 15 years old, getting ready to make 16 next month. Imagine your black son being taught and under the supervision of this woman. I want y'all to think about that. Imagine your black son, your precious black son that you love and cherish. Imagine your son being under the tutelage and supervision and being educated by this coon. Imagine it. I want y'all to think about this. I'm being serious right now. I want you all to listen to this ignoramus. Imagine your son being relegated to a person who has this perception of black boys and black men. Imagine her being extra hard, punishing them for no reason, being ultra aggressive in her verbiage towards them, not willing to give instructions professionally as she should the other kids. And you wonder why black boys don't like being in school. Because we got motherfuckers like this that go in there and create a hostile environment for children. And these children don't want to learn and they don't want to go to school because they're not being respected. This shit here is embarrassing for black women. This shit is embarrassing for black women. This shit is embarrassing for black female teachers in that profession. Where you got black women who speak like this and talk like this, and even a black daughter. You want your girls, because your girls can only model what the teacher's doing. I'm glad you brought that up, Tiff. Imagine your young black daughter modeling how to interact with other, well, not necessarily modeling, but copying what's being modeled to her by this teacher or this teacher that works with kids, because she sees her teacher interacting with black males in a certain way. Therefore, that young, little black girl thinks she has to also mimic that same behavior.
I don't think black men want. Okay, so when you say black men are always like cat-cowing you and all that stuff, where do you go? Because are you in a normal way?
That's just one thing. And there's also, like I said, the domestic violence. And quite frankly, black men are such a great threat to each other that often.
First of all, again, she keeps talking about domestic violence. And as I quoted, a person who's actually trained in doing domestic violence, who actually is getting ready to be accredited, black men do not commit domestic violence at a higher rate than white and Hispanic men. So I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. You're more likely to get abused by a white man than a black man. That's facts. Matter of fact, the difference is the white man that abused you is more likely to get off and get a slap on the wrist, as opposed to the black man getting the door slammed on him. This shit is ridiculous. I'm only stating the facts. She's proven to be what she is.
Sometimes black women and children are hurt just in the crossfire of y'all hurting each other. So, I mean, I'm sorry if it's not politically correct, but there's no way
I'm trying to draw context in this. Like when you say they're not civilized, well, they're not civilized around each other. We're in what area? Like if you're living, like if you're two black men and they're living, you know, in like Liberty City, in the worst part of Liberty City, yeah, you know, maybe they'd be uncivilized. But if they're living in a regular area, that's not the case. So I'm just wondering, what area, where are we talking about?
Well, I mean, even here, like I said, I live in a nice neighborhood now. I work in a nice school, but most of my kids still have single mothers. Like, I don't believe that Black men are able to effectively, and I'm talking about in general, I don't think that they're able to effectively, like, form families and communities.
Wow. Listen to this. Black men are not capable or effective in forming communities and kids. And families and communities. We're not capable of doing so. There are tons of Black men who have families, who take care of their children. Do we have a high rate of single motherhood? Yes, we do. Do we have a large percentage of Black males who don't take care of their children? Yes, we do. But to sit here and speak in a manner in which Black men are not capable, when we've done that under the harshest conditions, there are communities and Black men that still marry Black women and they head the household. This lady just said that you are basically incapably, internally, genetically, predisposition to unable to do something you've been doing since the beginning of time. The same people who created culture and civilization all of a sudden in 2021 don't know how to create families and don't know how to govern and don't know how to interact within the communities. This is what this woman is telling you all, Black men. And then she's telling Black women, you don't know how to choose Black men. Why would you want to choose them? Your points have no basis. Your points have no basis. They're all based on emotion. It's not factual. It's all based on your demented thought process towards Black men, period.
Because of the evidence that I see in Black neighborhoods. So I don't believe. I don't.
That's a slap to my face, man. I understand. I've been married for 9 years, and we have a child. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been steady with my wife. You know what I'm saying? We good over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to hear it.
What about?
But yeah, I take offense to that though, for real.
No, but
you take offense to me saying that the vast majority of Black men abandon their baby mamas. You take
the vast amount of Black men do not abandon their children. There's a large percentage as it relates to other men that we basically do that. Is it at a high rate? But the majority of Black men raise their children, regardless of what society wants you to believe. The issue is that we have a larger percentage that's 2 to 3 times more than what other groups, and it's more visible based on our percentage of the population. That's what is happening. Should we do a better job? Yes. But let's not sit here and lie and say most Black men don't raise their children. That's a lie.
Take offense to that. I take offense to niggas abandoning their kids. So I guess
you don't know everyone of those.
I am from the street.
That is not true.
Oh, now you're from the street. Now she's gonna admit she's from the streets now.
You can't say a vast majority though. You can't.
No. Hold on.
It's not a vast majority.
Flag in the play. Most Black men take care of their kids. That is an outright.
I didn't say their kids. I said the women. Right. What about the women? Right? And you said it yourself. Like you skipped right past being a. So whatever. I'm not even. Whatever.
No, I'm listening.
Like Carrie's making it up. And
see, when she talk about what about the women, well, the women is a separate issue because the issues of why that relationship didn't work can go both ways. We cannot basically create a mindset of thinking that every relationship that did not work in which a child was produced, it was solely the responsibility of the man why the relationship didn't work. No. In some cases, it could be 50-50 between the woman doing something that caused the relationship to not work as well as the man. Or it could have been both of them doing toxic shit. This shit is embarrassing. That's why I'm telling y'all letting this bed wench get on here and talk like this. And so now y'all wonder why I came at her the way I did. Now you wonder. Now it makes sense to you.
All right,
no, I'm not saying that you're making anything up. I'm just trying to bring clarity to this. When you basically said that black men are most uncivilized, that's what you said. You said that black men, for the most part, don't take care of they're not great fathers. That's what you said. And you just said that you feel.
No, I said they can't form families, as in they don't respect black women in general. They're not.
There are statistics that show that black fathers spend more time with their kids than any other group of men. But she won't talk about that statistic. Black men, statistically, when they're in the home, spend more time with their children than any other man or group of people.
Interested in long-term commitment. Like it is what it is. If you live in some fantasy world where niggas is getting married and raising families and protecting their communities, like maybe y'all live somewhere I don't live. You know what I'm saying? I live in Atlanta.
No, these are the bald eagle talking points, and some of y'all know who the bald eagle is.
He talking about Cynthia G.
And yeah.
Who's that? Who's the
she know who the hell it is. Now she playing stupid.
The bald eagle is I'll say her name once, Cynthia G. Those are her talking points, and she's
I never heard that one.
Yeah, well, that's what she is. But basically, when you hear that, and a lot of these talking points from the manosphere and from the female gender bangers, it's just wrong. Because when you say that black men, or that when you suggest, like DJ D just did, that the gangs are going to follow, when I just said that once you have the resources and once you are established and made whole, like your vet always says, that is going to stop. The people who form the gangs are the government. To say that the rappers protection probably, but the gangs and
I mean, let me ask you this, Nappy. If black men are so weak that the government can force them to sell drugs and shoot each other, let me ask you this. If the government can force them to do that living in Chicago, what makes...
First of all, see, this is some shit the government forced. The government took black men in poor areas that were struggling financially and don't have any opportunities. That's who they targeted. They didn't target black men that lived in good areas that were middle class and upper middle class. They targeted black men and teenagers who are in impoverished areas that didn't have basic necessities, food, clothing, shelter, jobs. That's who they targeted. So stop it with this. I mean, this shit is mind blowing.
Makes you think the government is going to leave them alone in imaginary black Texas, and they're not going to be. I mean, anybody could come make niggas do anything. So why would
they govern us in our own environment?
Do you think that it's just white men that?
No, it's our own environment, and it's in America.
It's still going to be governed by the government.
Wait, do you think that black men are the only ones that fall to those?
We won't have jurisdiction on a day-to-day basis in that place.
Hold on, my question is: do you think that black men are the only one that fall to those vices? Don't you realize that Breaking Bad was a show based on real people?
And
real white people.
Wait, hold on. You mean Breaking Bad, that show where that white man was willing to do anything to provide for his family and didn't leave his wife a baby mama? You mean that show?
Oh wow! See, there she go, caping for white men, as if black men ain't doing what they can do, even if it's negative. But that white man, he did any and everything he could, even though he was selling drugs. But all of a sudden, it's okay for the white man to do that, but if a black man do it, it's a problem. Wow. The ignorance, man. This shit is mind-boggling. This shit is ridiculous.
What? That's how you interpreted that?
So you think you're talking about the drug dealing, and I'm talking about the ability to be a father and a husband. We're talking about two different things.
That's how you interpret that? So wait. So when Biggie said that he was selling drugs to feed his baby daughter, what would that be?
One of my favorite songs.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's just
we conflated the drug dealing with. We talked about two different issues: the drug dealing and the family forming. You kind of conflate the issues.
No, you just stated. She just stated the white man was just trying to do what he could do for his family. The black man, oh, he's foolish enough to listen to the government and take the drugs. Wow.
He's a meth dealer. That was who he was, and so many.
Right, I don't agree with meth dealing, but at the same time,
though,
that show was about him not being a deadbeat dad.
But also, Carrie, he put his family in danger by dealing meth.
I agree, it's a complicated show. Nappy Yankee brought in this complicated ass analogy that has.
Now it's complicated when it comes to the white man doing it. Oh, it's complicated now. Black man do it. It's simple. The nigga just ain't a good father. He violent, he despicable, uncivilized. White man, oh, it's complicated.
Carrie Ann, hold on 1 second, DJ. Carrie Ann, why do they get a pass? And shows like The Wire and whatnot are frowned upon with this life.
I didn't give him a pass, and I do recognize that's because of white worship that people find that more acceptable. But let me ask y'all this: do y'all
wait a minute? But you're participating in this whole passage, this whole snippet that I'm playing right now. You're participating in white zaddy worship. Are you kidding me? Throughout this whole passage, you have been relegated to worshiping white men and demonizing black men. And all of a sudden, oh, now it's something different. Oh my man, this shit. Wow. This is just easy, this is light work for me, man. This is light work.
Not know that black women feel the way I'm saying? Do you not know that we feel that way?
Some black women, some black women feel that way, just like some black men.
Because the majority of black women in this space on YouTube are pygmies. They're gonna say anything.
Oh my God. She said the majority of black women in here are pygmies. So if you support black men, that means you a pygmy. Oh my God. Damn. Yes, Scarlett, I'm not surprised either, baby. The majority of black women on YouTube in this space are pygmies. If you're a black woman who support black men, you are a pygmy. That's what she's saying.
Male identified, they're going to be quick to want to jump in and say, not my kind, she just ghetto.
Your ass is ghetto.
Most black women feel the way I'm saying right now.
No, most black women do not feel the way you feel. You a goddamn lie.
Look, some black women feel that way.
I want to respond.
Yes, and last call, I'm gonna let you respond. Okay. A lot of there are people.
I don't have a white zaddy. Hold on, T.I. Islam, who has to sexualize every woman. I don't have a white zaddy. I don't sleep with white men. In your petty world, every woman has to be the property of some man. I'm not that woman.
Wow, the property of some just basically inserting shit that a person didn't even say. Just like last night. The reason why I started interjecting because she was inserting narratives and asserting things. Carrie Ann inserted things that I didn't even say. That I didn't even say. And you're right, Tiffany. So why her affinity towards Lennon? He's a black man, husband, father, active in his family life. Well, he's not a husband, but he's a black man, spiritual husband, father, active in the family life. But this is the kind of people that Lennon honor attracts. This is ridiculous, man. Let me continue.
So don't minimize me to the women you've had experiences with. I've never been.
That's what you're doing to men.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me just say this.
I'm just telling you how I'm afraid.
Not even her experiences. Other women experiences though.
But why I can't be afraid by shit? I gotta get shot personally before I move out of the neighborhood with all the gun violence.
Hold on.
I gotta be the baby mama before I realize fucking niggas might not work out.
Carrie Ann, I'm going to let you talk, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away for a second. I'm going to bring Keeper on the line, and, I'm going to have her go through, but I'll be right back in a minute. So you guys talk, all right?
Thank you. And I just want to say it's all love. I know hardly anybody in this room agrees with me. I've been in rooms where everybody agree with me. I don't care. I don't even.
Yeah, because the only people that agree with you are in the pink pill divestment, in the divestment spaces. Toxic ass women mad at black men because they can't get the man that they want. The men that they really want that are not in the neighborhood, they don't want you, your toxic ass. You crazy as fuck.
I'm enjoying this conversation.
Hold on. Wait. I just bumped somebody off. My bad. I guess, wait. How do you keep... No, he just got... Yeah, hold on. Go back on. And...
yeah, my bad.
Hold on, Keeper. I'm beating you back. Okay, I've been screwing up here. Let me pause. I'll be right back. Keeper, how you doing?
Dwayne, I don't
know. Hey, Nappy, how's it going?
I'm doing good.
All right, how's everybody on the panel doing?
Good.
What's up,
Keeper?
Good. Hey, I just wanted to ask
Lennon
Carrie,
don't see color.
do you mind sharing how you came about?
That sounds like Glorion.
Your opinion about black men. What I mean, is it from watching television, news, or is it personal experience?
Yeah, I think it's mostly. I think like with most women, it's mostly from my own experiences and dating and in my family. I think that's where most women will form their opinions about black men or whatever type of men. So I'm no different from anybody else in that regard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you are different because even the women who grow up in those type of environments where there's not a lot of good black men, most of them don't think in the extreme manner that you do, by far. They eventually find men who are the direct opposite, and they date and they form relationships with them.
Yeah, so you're very passionate about your opinion. I can appreciate that. I do have 3 sons.
But I'm gonna say this. This is the thing where people get caught up in. People get caught up in the presentation. She is an articulate woman, even though she's dumb as fuck. However, you get caught up in that. That's the problem with the black community. We get caught up in presentation. We get caught up in the theatrical things, and we don't listen to the content and the basis of what somebody is saying. We need to get out of this. We need to start listening to the rhetoric, not necessarily all of the as far as how well somebody presents themselves. That means nothing.
All grown of age, and they all have families. 2 are married, and they take care of their children. The men that I've dated, they've all taken care of their children, and most men in my family, practically all of them, they take care of their families. So I was just curious about that. I find it very offensive, to just make a blanket statement as you did earlier. So will you agree that
what statement did I make? Can you be more clear?
That statement. We're going to dedicate that statement to the men that you know.
I still don't know what statement.
Exactly. The men that she knows.
You said all men.
Thank you. So watch how she's going to backpedal. Well, I'm just speaking in a general sense, and I'm saying this in general. I'm not meaning no, you mean what you say. If you have to speak specifically. Don't speak in the majorative, and then say I'm not trying to speak in the majority. Either you're going to be specific or you're not going to be specific.
You said black men. So we're going to dedicate that. You said black men.
Okay, what did I say about black men?
You made the comment. You don't remember?
I've said many comments, so I don't know which one you're referring to.
Do you remember the comment you said about black men?
I made several comments about black men. I mean, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm literally asking you, what are you talking about? If I remember,
so you basically said in a nutshell that black men aren't shit. They don't take care of their families and things of that nature. You don't remember making that comment?
I don't remember saying black men ain't shit. I'm not.
Really? Are you serious?
You said majority.
Wait a minute. All that shit she just said, and now she's going to sit here and say, I ain't say black men wasn't shit. You said things worse than that. You call them uncivilized, toxic, violent. That's worse.
A black man make babies, abandon the baby mother, engage.
I didn't say the majority, but they certainly do that. That is a problem.
You said the majority.
Why would I say, that's just ridiculous. I mean,
see, you're backpedaling now. I rewinded to try to make sure before I came up that I heard you correctly, being that I do have 3 sons, and I did take offense to that as well. And I'm sure most men that heard you say that took offense. Okay. I suggest
Sorry about that, guys. But notice, guys, how receptive she is towards her interaction with females is different than her interaction with men. She's very conflictual with men. When women, she'll back down. This lady is toxic. This lady has an agenda. This lady is not an asset to black women, nor is she nor is she worth black men interacting with and having a discussion. She's incapable of doing that because she don't see us as being positive individuals as a group. And she's trying to poison the minds of black women to think like her. And some of you all say y'all think she's a lesbian. Potentially she could be. Whether she is or not, most lesbians that I know don't think like this. So I can't even give her that.
One side of the spectrum when it comes to men.
Are you married?
Opinion. I'm not married. No, I'm not right now. That doesn't have, sweetheart, listen, dear. That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm telling you right now.
You're telling me I should pay more attention to what's happening.
Now she's getting a little, maybe I spoke too fast. I missed this part. Now she's getting a little rough around the edges again.
I'm not going to allow you. I'm not going to allow you to flex with red herring. Again, it was just a suggestion. You can take it or leave it, okay?
Oh, same for you. Maybe consider how many baby babies do you have, her? Are we only talking about me, her?
Have a good night, sweetheart.
You too, good night.
Now, she just disrespected that black woman. So I guess she was a pick-me. She just disrespected Keeper. All of a sudden now, Keeper just spoken about her raising 3 successful black boys into black men that take care of their families, and 2 out of the 3 are married. It went from that to where she was raising red herrings and so forth because she got caught up in her own ignorance. All of a sudden now, are you married? Well, hell, you ain't married. How the hell you gonna talk about somebody else who successfully raised her own children, whether she was married or not? Why does that matter at this point? You don't have a man. So how are you gonna talk about another woman not having a husband? And then all of a sudden now, how many baby mamas you have? Well, hell, you a goddamn a fucking incel. Incels can't have kids if they're not having sex. You want to switch the pendulum to her when the onus is on you. You're the one coming with these outrageous ass talking points. Wow. This is incredible. Lack of and disrespecting black women now.
I mean, like I said,
I agree with that.
I took offense to it, Carrie, because you said in a situation you'd be scared of me, and I'm not about to be doing because how dare you say that we just abandon our families, and I'm doing what's right. I married my wife.
That's great, but
we're married. We have a kid. I'm there for my child.
So having bastard kids is not a problem in the black community. I'm making that up to her.
Nah, it's a problem in all communities. You want to know the truth? It's the problem in all communities, sweetheart.
Let me say this. It is well documented that black men have out of wedlock births at an alarming crisis level. But when you look at American society, that's a problem in every community. It just so happens to be a bigger problem in our community. But let's not use these statistics and this information to create a narrative as if other races of people are significantly better than ours. And that the black men in these other communities are just doing above and beyond better than what black men are doing. And they're not. And the thing about it is, they're not functioning under the same conditions that we're functioning in also. That we had no means of contributing to. The environment that I have to function in as a black man was based on things that happened before I was born. It's up for this generation to do something about it and make it better for the next. Now, that's something we as black men need to do better, creating better opportunities for our people and for our sons and for our daughters. Now, we're not doing a good job. We need to do a better job of that. But to sit here and talk about as a collective of black men being inadequate is false. It's false and it's wrong. It's asinine.
Look it up.
Okay.
You know, the stuff that you describe is not exclusive to only the black community.
Okay.
I think I feel sad that you made that statement and you have that mentality as well. And from drawing comparisons, I jokingly said to myself, it's like I'm listening to Candace Owen or something like that. You could stand in front of a Klan rally and they would clap for all the shit that you're saying.
Exactly.
Right now. Because you're echoing to all of that towards black men. And hold on. And I personally take offense because I'm a good black man. I educated myself. I own my house, all that sort of stuff as well. I respect women. If I see a woman being harassed, I step in disregarding my own safety as well. And the people I hang with and my cousins and my brothers.
If you respect black women, then you know what I'm saying is true.
What you're saying is not true. And then the thing about it, this is one thing. She tries her best to speak as long as she want to hog the mic, and she don't like other people speaking things that are in contrast to what she's saying. She gets highly frustrated. Last night, towards the end, when she kind of got unhinged, she got upset. She got really upset because I began to hog the mic and speak for a long period of time. She's like, let me speak, let me talk. He's talked for that long. And she was speaking for 15, 20 minutes.
So concerned about the welfare of black women, and you recognize that we're in danger more often than other women. If you're so concerned as you say, you know I'm not making this up. But if you want to
That is not true, because white men create domestic violence situations far more than black men. That's a lie. That is a lie.
Gaslight me, and everybody want to pretend like just because they popped out 3 kids, just because they had 3 bastard kids, all of a sudden they get to tell me that what I'm saying is invalid. Like, so what?
It's not just invalid, it's that you're making general statements and you're demonizing your own race and your own black man. Just to say that you wouldn't be around them, I think maybe it's a lack of exposure or something like that. From the environment.
Maybe it's too much exposure. And look, if I'm telling y'all how I feel in this, all y'all gonna react with is gaslighting me. I don't really, I'm wrong, y'all right.
Nobody ain't gaslighting you. You sound dumb as hell. That's what we're identifying.
Black men treat black women great. I shouldn't be afraid. I'm over it.
All we saying is
you don't resort to that.
What's it to argue about? That's fine. We can
Carrie.
Black men are not harassing black women and killing them and maiming them at a level for the average black woman to sit there and be scared to be around black men. That's a goddamn lie. Stop.
Carrie, all we saying is don't overgeneralize. We're not saying that your feelings or other black women who feel like that is invalid. What we're saying is don't say majority of black men or all black men, because that's not true.
I didn't say majority or all.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I'm making a generalization. I'm not about to sit here and say not all black men for the slow people in the back.
Look at that. I'm not gonna say it for the slow people, but all this slow ass bullshit that you saying, this retarded ass shit that you talking about, makes no sense and it's not true. And you can't even back it up with data.
Honestly, I mean,
I'm back. I hope I didn't miss anything.
Can I ask you a question, Carrie? Was your father in your life?
Hold on, I'll tell my experiences as soon as that woman with the 3 bastard sons come on here and tell us her life story.
Wow, look at that. See, look at this.
On,
Wow. Now you see how disrespectful that was? You don't know if that woman was married. You don't know if that woman was divorced. You don't know the circumstances that led her to have, you don't know if she was married or not. But what you're doing, you're stereotyping your own black woman, your own sister, because she has 3 black sons. She didn't even tell you whether or not she was. Matter of fact, it's none of your business. But you automatically assumed based on her being a black woman. But if that would have been a white woman that came up here and said, I have 3 white sons, you wouldn't have never thought of her not being married. See, that's coonery. That's coonery 101.
Come on. So what you do? Insult people to deflect?
How am I insulting people?
You insulted her, gonna call them bastard kids. Like, you don't know her situation.
She said she wasn't married. They are bastard kids.
Oh, man, whatever, man.
Let me just say one thing.
Hold on.
Let me say one thing.
Continue to talk. Continue to go.
All right, just let me say one thing. I'm going to sit on the side of this conversation because I believe it's met the point of no return here.
That's
Carrie,
how I feel. Like, what are we even doing?
Well, I think you feel it for a different reason. Right?
Nobody's feeling me. No, it's everybody acting like everything I'm saying is made up. They don't.
The shit that you saying is made up, and that's your own. You're using your own anecdotal experience and you generalize. This is basic pink pill divestment bullshit. This all this shit is.
What? I have 3 sons and I got a wife. And what black bastard kids? A problem in the black community. What violence?
The thing is you generalize.
People don't shoot each other. Black men don't. Come on, man.
You generalize, man. And that's why I asked you, like, why you generalize? Why do that? Why do that? Because you'll be mad at me. You'll be mad at me if I say all black women have an attitude. You'll be mad at me if I say all black women are angry. You'll be mad at me.
That's not true. But if you
say okay, then all are angry just like you, baby.
Guys, hold on a second. Hold on. I mean, I'll let you continue, but
I can tell you this: I'm not offended or hurt. I don't really. Yeah, I'm not affected by your feelings.
Yeah, because you don't care about the black community. You don't care about black community. You want to divest, go to other communities. You want to be fetishized by white men. That's fine. You want them to use you as a fetish. You want to be a bed wench. That's good. Good for you.
Look, Carrie,
you're gonna cry when you get to the car.
Hold on. I missed you first, so I hope everything was good. But Glorianne, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, Labby, how you doing, hon?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm, pretty upbeat panel we got,
Yeah,
This is lit.
I hear.
Speak to speak.
Yeah, because from my standpoint, when we talking about things that are happening in our community, I feel that the approach should be taken where the person can hear what you're saying and is able to listen to you, rather than putting it in a statement that can be viewed as negative, derogatory, the same way that white people do. And what bothered me just now is that we can have discussions without taking personal shots at each other. Now, when Keeper was up here, she has 3 sons. She raised her sons. 2 of them are married. So how about we understand what's going on in our community? Also, how about we throw in the fact that there are Black men that take care of their kids. They marry their baby's moms. Yeah, there's Black men out there are not taking care of their responsibilities. That is true. But let's not put it in such a hateful manner the way our Caucasian counterparts do. And that's what I got to say to that, because when people talk at people, people are not listening. So it starts falling on deaf ear.
She's not here to listen. What she's here to do is to spread a rhetoric and cause fuckery. She's not here to have intellectual discourse. She's not here to exchange ideas. She's not here to be empathetic to our situation. She's only here to talk a bunch of shit, and then when things don't go away, she want to start calling people names and yelling and shit. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was very vanilla on BA's panel last night. But the next time, I'm unleashing on her ass. I didn't say one bad thing about her. I let her show her ignorant ass, ratchet ass as she is. I didn't curse her out. I didn't say one word. But the next time, I can't make that promise, especially after hearing this shit.
And it can come off offensive. And we really don't have to do that. Like, I don't always come in trying to kumbaya or whatever. But I really don't. I always feel that there is a way that you can communicate your point where people are hearing your point and listening to your point, and personal shots are not needed. But did I ask you how you doing today, Matthew? I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, you know. Believe it or not, I mean, first of all, the live is no, it's good. It's good. I came on, I was like, yeah, let me just give these 2 points to finish yesterday live and I'm gone. But this is I'm awake. Yeah, I'm wide awake.
And I'm falling asleep.
What's up, Ethical Hacker? What's up, everybody who come in?
Me too. I'm
back
in pain. I don't know why all y'all up.
No, you know, I mean, no, but listen, I bet you forgot about your pain, didn't you, though?
I did.
This is what I do. That's what I do. You told you Black men take care of you, Carrie. Have faith.
I love how, like, I give my opinion and everybody jumps in the chat, like, who hurt you? Her daddy was a shit from the hood. But, like, you're not going to hurt for shots, right? I mean, I don't really care. I'm not going to defend, like, any of that about my own personal story. I'm sharing how I feel. I'm not trying to offend anybody. And I would not personally move to an all-Black town because I wouldn't feel safe.
Wow. This motherfucker said, I would not move to an all-Black city or state because I would not feel safe. Ain't that some... Now, see, that's some coon-ass shit. That is some coon-ass shit. Let me play that again. One more time.
And listening to your point, and personal shots are not needed. So did I ask you how you doing today, Matthew? I think I did.
Let's play that one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, you know. Believe it or not, I mean, first of all, the live is no, it's good. It's good. I came on, I was like, yeah, let me just give these 2 points to finish yesterday live and I'm gone. But this is I'm awake. Yeah, I'm wide awake.
And I'm falling asleep.
What's up, Ethical Hacker? What's up, everybody who come in?
Me too.
Come back.
Pain. I don't know why all y'all up.
No, you know, I mean, no, but listen, I bet you forgot about your pain, didn't you, though?
I did.
This is what I do. That's what I do. You told you Black men take care of you, Carrie. Have faith.
I love how, like, I give my opinion and everybody jumps in the chat, like, who hurt you? Her daddy was a shit from the hood. But, like, you're not going to hurt for shots, right? I mean, I don't really care. I'm not going to defend, like, any of that about my own personal story. I'm sharing how I feel. I'm not trying to offend anybody. And I would not personally move to an all-Black town because I wouldn't feel safe.
Wow. She wouldn't feel safe around y'all. I'm gonna end it at that. So I sent the link out. Nobody wants to come up and chit chat with D Darrell today. I'm gonna give it about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna continue. She don't feel safe around y'all. She said, I never moved to an all-black town, all-black city. This shit is crazy, man. This is what y'all claim gave me an L. Like seriously? Nah, double exposure. I don't want no drama. Be honest with you, I've been out the drama. I don't even come into space with it. I'm basically listening from the clouds most of the time, to be honest with you. But just last night, my interaction is my interaction. I'm letting you all form your own perspectives, opinions on this person. I'm going to let you all do that. The proof is in the pudding. You know, I'm sitting here chilling. See, I got people working for me right now. I got 5 to 8 employees working for me, doing different things. I'm the shot caller here. I got time. Since I'm jealous of Lennon, you know, Lennon I'm mad about super chat money. This shit is I'm worried about super chat money, guys. Of all things for me to be worried about, I'm worried about super chat money. This shit is hilarious. So I sent the link out there, man. If anybody wants to come up, if not, I'm gonna probably bail out in about 2 to 3 minutes. I would like to play the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead. I think I made my point. I mean, you're just gonna basically hear her say stupid shit, and I'm just basically trying to ask a question she don't want to answer. You know, this shit is ridiculous, man. Like, we got to be. I'm just saying, for the sector itself, we got to be careful allowing people to get on these fucking panels and just start saying all this dumbass shit. Now, Nappy Yankee got his own thing going on. We already know what perspective he go in. We should have known this. But if Max V kick you off a panel for saying dumb shit, that to me is a first sign some shit is wrong. Number one, you don't see him kicking people off the panels, particularly since he's been back. Spotty trying to say something like Stinky Beard's wife. And thinking of Mr. Stinky Beard, now I'm going to say this to you, brother. I ain't got no problems with you, Smoke. I thought we buried the hatchet. But you seem to always want to have my name in your mouth. I come over there to your channel and shit in peace. You want to bring up D. Darrell, how come you ain't telling Flacco this and that? Flacco a grown-ass man. I'm not here to be babysitting, telling people what they can and can't do. You enter into the goddamn Coliseum, you gonna get struck. That's on you with him. First of all, Flacco, when he made that reference about having sex with somebody's daughter, he was talking about a goddamn adult. He was not talking about your child. So I'm tired of you all saying this bullshit about this bullshit about Flacco saying some shit. Even last night, Scary Ann was sitting there saying some shit about D. Darrell. Isn't it you giving money to young boys, saying some old P word shit? You see, that shit cannot be tolerated. That shit will and cannot be tolerated. But that's the low level shit she was doing. So let me see. This must be G Gates. What's up, brother? Hello?
No, it's me, man. Like I had
Oh, this
yo,
Ghost.
can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Ghost?
Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, what's up,
you
man?
good? I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I did a live stream earlier. Yeah, I did a live stream earlier, and like, you know, like, this is crazy, man. We definitely got to be careful of who we let come around us, man. Like, this is like when I know when I heard her last weekend, you know, I never watched any of her videos, you know, but knowing like what we dealing with right now, I mean, we probably need to just make our point and just leave it alone, because we pretty much know what she around here trying to do. She wants some attention, and
right.
I suggest we give her none at all.
Exactly.
I mean, like I don't even know why.
Right.
Why did she attack Rashid last night?
Why she attack who?
R.E. Dorset. I call him Rashid.
Why did she
That's his
attack?
name.
Oh, you know what? I don't know, man. I think they said he said something. I guess she claimed that he said something that was misogynistic or something. Oh, you know what he said? He made a point about something about some of the females that get on panel can be very disrespectful, and they say stuff, and I think she took offense to that. I guess when he said that, she assumed that he was talking about her, and that's when she went off like that.
Right.
You know, because he was like,
to see other. Yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead, brother. I'm listening to you.
No, I'm just saying, like, to see other brothers, I mean, basically cape and cheerlead for somebody that don't even like you, bro. Like,
Right?
she don't even like black men.
No,
She said a black man cannot be a leader, not only in his home, but in his community. He can't form a family. Under black leadership, she don't trust. Like, well, who do you trust, sweetie?
thank you.
Like, this is crazy. This is insane, man.
Yeah, but that's the niggas. Oh, the good guys got an L. Y'all got an L for this shit. You know? I'm like, huh? I'm like, dude, do y'all
Right.
realize what this woman been saying about your black asses? That's what I was just
Crazy.
tripping at. This shit was funny to me.
Man, they just been sitting around waiting. You know how they get, man. They've been wanting to see something. They don't care who do it. They don't care, man. Fucking
He said, you don't care. If they see something,
Hitler
man,
himself could have been up there. Hitler himself could have been up there. If they think he made a good point, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we're with it." Like, dude, relax, man. Like,
they want the good guys to take an L so bad, man. That shit, I didn't really. I'm like, damn, they really the hate is that they want us to take an L so bad. This shit is funny, man.
Yeah, man.
This shit is funny.
Yeah, it's
This
disgusting,
shit,
man.
but notice, man, for the females, she'll hear the females out to a certain extent until they start coming at her. Then all of a sudden, you're a pick me. You got illegitimate children. You don't know nothing about this woman.
I would like to know if she got children. I would like to know if she ain't got no children. She don't.
No, she don't. She claims. She says she's celibate.
Okay,
she ain't got no kids.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now.
Right?
It all makes sense. She ain't got no kids.
Yeah. But she says she lives in $1 million plus. I don't know no teacher salary that you can afford to live in $1 million house in any state, but that's what she got $1 million plus, house that she living in and shit. So I mean,
same sex can't reproduce.
Saying that much, man.
Yes. Same sex relationships can't reproduce, and I'm not trying to go deep into that, but it just comes across like that's the agenda right there.
It sounds like
she said she don't even date white men. So like, well, who do you date then?
Right?
Like, who are you interested in?
She claims she's celibate. For whatever that means.
Okay.
She said she claimed I'm celibate right now. I'm like, is that self-inflicted celibacy, or that's something you just decided to do because nobody want to deal with your ass? It's a difference.
and to think like that it's only black men that these issues that we're the only ones involved in these issues. Like that right there is just trifling. Yeah. Like, I mean, again, me personally, I don't make it my business to know what's going on in different communities, but when the Italians, with the mafia, I mean, like that's Italian on Italian crime, MS-13, and that's like one of the worst gangs in America.
Yeah, the Hispanic and Hispanic.
Right, but we only focus on the black gangs. Like that's the everything that's wrong with the world. Like it's gangs that come in all different races. Like, and trust me, they much more dangerous than our gang. Like
way more dangerous.
Way more dangerous.
Way more, man. And the thing about it is this: this whole thing about black men just killing black women in relation. That's man. Look, less than 2%, less than 2 to 1% of domestic violence ends in a fatality of a black woman.
Dude, I just did a video on Scott Peterson. Every time you look up, you see a white man killing his wife, and it was a white guy just recently that killed his family in Mexico because he was a conspirator. He killed his 2 kids.
Yes,
That's recent news. I just seen that yesterday, and killed them with a fishing rifle or something.
Some of the most treacherous ways to kill somebody.
Right, but she's safe around him. She'll feel safe around that man. But here it is, and he's killing a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old. How sick can you be to kill your own kids
and go to work
and act like
rifle? Go to work the next day like nothing happened.
Right, but she feels safe around that man. Okay,
right.
It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. What's going on, Flock?
What's up, Flock?
Y'all are giving her what she wants, man. But that fucking cool, man. Like, come on, man. Like.
This was only for me to satisfy for last night. After this, I got nothing else to say because she ain't worth my time.
Yes, you're cool.
I wanted people to know what they was cheering for last night because the hate was real last night.
Yeah, but like, what kind of coon right talks about? She don't think a black. Sorry, no. But not think. She says a black man is not capable of starting a family and leading a community. I said, what? Like, get the fuck on, man. Like, you're like, she a coon, bro, right? So, like, but she came in, like talking about how anti-Afro Svengali was fake, right?
Right.
Like, right. So, listen, right. Look, they always do this, right? Come in, trying to fill up this quote-unquote neutral lane, right?
Right.
They all come under the same pretense. I'm neutral. But as always, right? And we see everybody who comes in starting on that neutral type time, they all turn out to be agents. She's an agent of fucking chaos.
All of them.
Right? Like,
right?
Come on, man. That's cool shit.
Exactly. And they got mad at me for questioning why you like. I'm trying to figure out where she was coming from. And she showed me exactly what I thought. I said certain things to trigger her because I understand every time a black man say something, she feel like she got to one up you and say something, to make you, to prove you to be wrong. So I said shit intentionally. Like I told her, we got to give you permission. You can't come in here and the good guy sector just talking on. She got pissed off about that shit. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I can do what the fuck I want. And I'm like, I'm just listening to this shit. Next thing you know, she cursing me. Y'all calling me all kind of bitches. You motherfucker this and ain't you motherfucking.
Oh, you got her frazzled.
Yeah,
okay, you got her discombobulated.
It took me a little while to do it, but the last 15 minutes she went off, and then she left the panel and shit. That shit was funny as hell. I was laughing my ass off. And this shit up there, you all emotional. I was not.
That's why you're the Godfather.
Yeah, right? I told her. I said I'm the motherfucking guy, and then she's gonna try to act like. Let me tell you what she told me. I'm jealous of Lennon. Super chat money.
What? Yo, she see your house? You just see your house?
I laughed at her, man. I said, you obviously don't know what the fuck you talking about. To say I'm jealous of Lennon money?
What? Yo, Lennon. Man, listen, man.
I almost dropped the phone when she said that.
What? Yo, folks, listen up, folks. If Lennon Honor had Godfather D's house, that Negro will do house tours every fucking Sunday, bro.
You damn right. That nigga showcase his whole house on YouTube.
Right. Put some used dingy couches and shit. Like, come on, man. Yo, he was happy about some used dingy fucking couches, right? Beds with no fucking headboard.
Other people that fucked on their couch and everything.
Right. Yo, this man, listen. This man's bed right there, he fucked his wife on, was on the floor with no headboards. And man. About that. Godfather,
the fucking bed was low to the fucking floor and shit. And that's the bed that you prepare for your wife. That's some sad ass shit. But she tried to tell me. This shit tried to tell me I'm jealous of Lennon super chat money and cash apps.
I'm telling you, right, bro?
I was like, I said, do you know who you talking to?
Right.
Do you really know who you fucking talking to?
No, listen, right, but look, they come in under the I'm neutral shit, right?
Right.
And then once you get them mad, but they're real, you feel me? Intentions come out, right?
Right.
And now we see.
You know what else, Flacco? You know what else she didn't say?
What's up?
She would not say fuck Lennon.
Woo!
She would not say fuck Lennon. No matter, we tried to get her to say fuck Lennon. She kept trying to move the goalpost. She did not want to say fuck Lennon. That was further confirmation.
Yo, you know, like what that like truly exposed, right? It's like the drift between Lennon Honor and anti-Afro,
right?
Is way greater than we think. It's greater, right?
It is. It really is.
Right, because you got people like Carrie Ann, right, who's a Lennon lover, and she's saying fuck anti-Afro and making listen, right? I checked out Carrie Ann's page.
Right.
Every video is about anti-Afro.
Right. Sure is.
Every video. So that means, now like Lennon Honor now has his own agents attacking anti-Afro on his behalf.
Doing shit and bidding and coming over here trying to fuck up our shit.
Right. Look, right. So that means, man, that Lennon Honor and anti-Afro beef about to start real soon.
Right.
Feel me? Because, listen, anti-Afro said, because Lennon Honor was the one who demanded her emails when her and Glorion was beefing.
What?
Yes. You hear it? Right?
So I ain't see that.
Man, right? So, right.
I missed that shit. What video is that? I gotta hear that shit.
Oh, this was like probably oh my God, like a month ago, right? Feel me? So she was making videos about like smoking shit.
So Flock, so Lennon demanded the emails.
Right, yeah, right.
So
when she stated this, right. What
was the purpose of him wanting the emails to read?
Right.
What?
Yes. Right, cool. So look, so Smoke and Glorion, right, levied accusations against anti-Afro, right? So people behind the scenes was like, yo, man, like, we don't know if this is true or not. And she said, what the fuck? You don't know?
Oh, really?
Right? Y'all my friends. What you mean you don't know, right?
Right.
So she refused to show anybody their conversations.
Wow.
So Lennon Honor stepped in and said, yo, hand it over. And she said I'm obliged, right? Feel me? And it turned out that Smoking them was lying on her.
Oh, Smoke was lying?
Yeah.
Now, what's up? Let me ask you this, Flock. What's up with your boy constantly thinking I'm supposed to control you and tell you what? This Negro, this dude looking for a beef again. Like, I don't know if he's trying to do this to be relevant. This Negro always got me and your name in his mouth all the time.
Who? Yo, bro, I haven't watched a Smoke video.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, listen, right? Yo, Godfather, I haven't watched a Smoke video in like a month.
I haven't been watching them either, man. But I haven't watched Smoke in like 3 weeks. And then last weekend, man, I saw 2 videos that Smoke did. This dude kept talking about, man, D. Darrell's supposed to be the guy, but look at Flacco doing. Then he on this shit about the shit with Grown Man and the Only One. All of them was up there saying this shit about you sleeping with their daughter. And I'm like, man, y'all need to quit with that shit. I said, that shit is not what that dude meant, man. And y'all need to quit doing some shit that you didn't say. And I'm like, that shit is not cool for you out to somebody some shit like that. Just like last night, the chick Scary Ann talking about I'm giving young boys money and shit like that.
What?
Yeah, shit like that. You see, and I'm like, man, y'all gotta quit with that shit. You know, that shit going too far. I'm like, look, when you said that shit, don't they have an adult daughter? I thought they had an adult daughter, right?
2. Yes.
Yeah, so that's something like, so why would you assume you gonna bypass the two fucking grown dogs to deal with the. I said that's some crazy, that's some creepy ass shit, and they wrong for doing that shit because that's not what you meant, and they know that shit. But I'm telling Smoke, I'm not. Look, man, I have, and then the dude, this the same Negro. When I commented on something, sent me something talking about let's talk about doing business. Then all of a sudden you're gonna talk about doing some business. I'm thinking he wanted to collab and do some because I thought we ain't had no problems. And all of a sudden now you want to start. But people were sending me shit saying, Smoke talking about you doing something with the good guys and you supposed to be the Godfather. I didn't pay it no mind, man, because I wasn't even trying to get in the fuckery like that. I ain't even been
busy. Yeah, like we busy, man. Like we're not.
I've been chilling, and then all of a sudden, this Negro, like, what you want to beef with me again? You want to get bodied again, like the first time? Right. I don't know what you want, Smoke. I have no need to embarrass you again. You came out of that shit looking bad when you was trying to beef against me. So I don't know what the fuck you think what you're going to accomplish this time. Nigga was all depressed. Looked like he was about to fucking self-destruct. I'm like, stop, man. Like, really, I have no. I don't want to beef with you, man. You have no relevance. Nobody want to watch your shit. Nobody want to collab with you. I was trying to open the door up a little bit to just have a little conversation. Then you got grown men talking shit on this channel and shit.
Wow.
And shit about me being a snake and all this other. Man, I'm like, look, grown man, stop. Get over the song, man. You still mad at me about the song? Get over it. Tell your wife to quit giving me the attention she giving me. I ain't asked for it.
Yo, that's kind of like
the attention.
That's kind of like odd, right? It's like, for example, right? Like, look, it's like content on your channel has completely like moved on, right?
Right.
Me too. I completely moved on. But these weirdos make Smoke. Yo, every live stream you mentioning me and the Godfather for a reason. Like, we're not gonna respond to you. It's like, what's the reason? Right? Like I don't understand these niggas, man. Like, why?
Man.
Right? Like, why?
I have no reason to. I don't get anything out of beefing with Smoke. I've already massacred him months ago. And he went down this slippery slope of just embarrassing himself. It wouldn't even work me beefing with him because he was embarrassing himself. I had no need to say nothing to Smoke. Was embarrassing himself. Like even right now, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna comment. You can say all you want to say about me. I'm not gonna respond back. It ain't worth it. You know, you ain't gonna bait me into another debate. I'm not. You ain't gonna say nothing you didn't already say. You need to leave Flacco alone. Nobody even care about you. Most people care about you beefing with Shaka. Nobody give a fuck about
Smoke
crashing and embarrassing Smoke. Nobody even care. You need to beef to be relevant because you don't have no content.
Right.
What kind of content you produce? The dude don't have no content instead of just talking about what's going on in the sector.
Not one content. Yeah, bro. Like, fam, yo, bro. Like all these niggas, man. Like, I'm
like, dude, like, don't you realize Smoke had a live? I mean, Flacco had a live stream that had over 2,000 people, 12, 13, over 1,500 people in that live stream you did.
Yeah, 2,000 people, yeah.
Yeah, you had over two. You doing other shit, getting way more views, way more whatever. He ain't got time to be fucking around with you and your 500 to 600 subscribers.
Yeah, bro.
30, 40 people that watch you. He don't got time to be fucking around with you, Smoke.
And like half of that though is fake because he bought like right. Have some subscribers, man. Like, yeah, bro. Like, I don't understand these niggas, man. Like, yo, like, I promise y'all, bro. Like you've already reached everybody in this sector. Right. I promise you, Smoke. Everybody here already knows who you are, right?
Right.
And at some point, they've made their mind up. I'm gonna
want to fuck with them.
Something, yeah, right, yeah. So like, you doing this nonsense doesn't help your channel, right? And like, I refuse. I told all you guys already, right? I refuse. I am not going back and forth with you niggas. Fam, I got 3,996 subscribers right now, right? Bro, I'll be at 4,000 subs in like like 1 day or so. Smoke, y'all not baiting me into responding back. Stop wasting your breath, man. You feel me? Like, it's not worth it. Stop wasting your breath. Man, like, niggas is dumb.
It ain't worth responding. I'm like, dude, like, my things, I went back to doing manosphere content and shit like that. I'm you know, I did some debates and other stuff. I'm putting my name. I'm doing other sectors, man. I'm not fucking around with.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I'm still gonna be here and do content and do stuff. But as far as me strictly doing the content, I'm not, man.
It's binary left. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
Look, right, yo, man. Like, look, like all the people, right, who got, for example, King Kong Crazy left, Ian J left, right? All the people who got meaningful content, they left the sector, right? Because, yo, we learned, yo, it's like tops, like 500 to like 700 people, right? Who are constantly engaged in this sector shit.
Right.
So once you've been here long enough, you've already reached all those people, Smoke.
Ain't nothing else.
Right. So why not focus your content on trying to expand outside, right? And then come back once in a while, you feel me? Hop on panels and fuck with folks, right? And then go back to what you was doing, Smoke. But like this shit, man, Smoke, I promise you, bro. I go to bed at night, nigga, and I don't think about none of you niggas, bro. I think about what videos I'm making, breaking stories, breaking news stories, how I can bring content. Like, for example, this Sunday, I'm interviewing Reformed Simp, right? For me, right? And the Saturday, we might do an OnlyFans girl again, right? If that don't happen. You feel me? Like you feel me? Yo, Miss Smoke. Only one. And grown man, yo, like that lie about your underage daughter, that lie doesn't make sense, and that lie is not gonna catch and stick, bruh. Stop trying to spread that lie. I don't get these niggas, yo. Leave Flacco alone, cause none of you motherfuckers, right, is ever gonna surpass me by like doing this nonsense, man. It's not. It's
crazy, man. It's crazy because I'm like, I mean, the sector is what it is, man. You know, like, you know, I proved what I had to do, but I was in other sectors before I got here, man. And really, it just so I left the sector last year for 8 months and came back.
Yo, but speaking of like other sectors, right? Do you think that Carrie is a byproduct of the Cynthia G influence? Yeah,
she not. I don't think she's Cynthia G. I think she Crystalline Carrie. I think she with the divestment pink pill. That's what she really sound like. She sound, because see, Cynthia G, even though some of the stuff she said is similar to what Cynthia G, she sound more like the divestment community and the pink pill with Crystalline Carrie. They say that kind of shit that she's saying right now. Like, really, she sound more like them.
Wait, yo, I don't even know who they are, right? But like, okay, right, okay, cool. So what's like the big difference between what Cynthia G preaches and what Carrie Ann tries to preach?
Okay, the difference between what she's saying was what Cynthia G is there are some differences. The thing about it is, Cynthia G has some more of a pro-black sentiment to her thing, because that's what she started off. She started off being pro-black. This chick right here is anti-black. She's Cynthia G, not anti-black community. She just don't like the shit that black men do, and she try to focus shit on. But see, Cynthia G ain't gonna say no shit like, I don't want to live around black people, black women, and black men. I'm unsafe and shit like that. She ain't gonna say no shit like that. Now, what she will say, she'll call black men dusty and they ain't do this, and the black men don't do this and that kind of shit. But she ain't gonna say no shit like, I don't want to live around y'all, you know, this and that. You know, you can't do this and you can't do that. You know, she don't say shit like that. You know, she don't say just disparaging things about. And then another thing Cynthia G won't do, Cynthia G ain't gonna say no shit about you carrying black bastards and all that kind of. She don't say no shit like that either. You know, as far as for black women, she'll mostly blame black men for creating the children. she ain't gonna blame black women for for being with those type of men. So it's a little difference.
Man, so you here, right? So you do you think, right, that Carrie Ann has a chance of growing her channel off those sentiments?
Yeah, she already after debating, well, not debating, after getting into it with me, her subscribership tripled.
Yo, she got 82 right now. So like she had
had 30 something. She had 30 something. She got 50 subscribers for trying for going at it with me last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that cooning for
all that cooning for 50 subscribers. And the thing it's not a lot, man. I mean,
God damn.
Got a few in one. That's good for one day, but that's still ain't shit.
At least the price,
right? Like, that's the price of cooning these days.
like damn, yo, man, but like Dan Jones got $100 million, right? You feel me? For cooning. And like you got 50 subs.
The price of cooning went down.
Man, do you think the right? But okay, all right. But look, past the sector, right? Just past the sector. Do you think she can actually grow a large YouTube channel by speaking on like how she hates black men and black women and how we ain't shit?
Yeah, she got to go to the divestment community. She can, but she got to go to another. She can't. She ain't going to build that here. She can build it in the divestment or the pink pill in the divestment, or even the black woman sphere. The black woman sphere probably would woman sector. They would subscribe to her, but she's not going to build it over here. Not talking about black people like that. And all the major content creators are men. So how you gonna collab and develop camaraderie with other men in the sector when you talking about them like that? That ain't gonna work. We only got a handful of women who are able to do something.
Right. Her plan is right. Listen, again, I think her plan is right because she called into be at Campbell's panel.
Right.
Trying and begging just to get one debate. So
yeah.
Right. And she came for me there, right? And I stopped her dead in her tracks and folks called me harsh. I told her you are a peon and you will never debate me and kept it pushing.
Right. So, I remember that.
Right. So I think that her plan is now is to cause some noise, attack black men a little bit, and try to get a debate from the Godfather. That's her plan. I'm telling you right now. She ain't
getting no debate from me. For what?
I'm saying right now, man, like, she's trying. You feel me? She's trying her hardest. Right?
I hope that ain't her plan, but if that is, okay, let it be her plan. That shit gonna backfire real quick.
With Godfather. Or you going to the block party?
I don't know, man. I'm probably not gonna go, man. Because I got some things that I got to do that week that I may not have the energy to want to go, man. I got a lot of shit planned. I may be out of town the week before that. And that may not. I don't know if I'm because I may be going to Louisiana the week before, and I don't know if I'm gonna want to do something 2 weeks in a row like that. So I'm probably not gonna go, man. But if I can, I may change my mind, man. Depending on how things go at the end of this month.
Listen, man. No, but okay. Do you think, right, that the water, the light now is good signs that Umar Johnson is gonna get things done?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait and see. I mean, it's in the right direction. I'm gonna see how successful this goes. What people say, I mean, but it looked like he's doing it slowly but surely. But I mean, we don't know. I don't know, man.
what's
I'm
your
being
take, right?
Positive about it.
Now, what's your take, right, on anti-Afro now telling people to call and get the block party shut down?
She can't. They not listening to that dumb shit. The city already know about her because she called the city before. So
yeah, man.
Nobody gonna listen to like those little antics that you've been doing. None of that shit really work. So you all you gonna do is flood the Wilmington with phone calls. All he got, regardless of how many times you want to call, if he got a what do they call it? You got to have a what is it? The little license or something to do the parties or whatever.
Permits.
The permit ain't nothing you can do. Once he get the permit, that's it. You can call as many times as you want.
Man,
if he has a permit to do the party, there's nothing you can do about that. Just wasting her time, giving people high hopes that she gonna shut some shit down, and the thing gonna go as it was planned.
Why does she care?
Huh?
Why does she care?
Cause she trying to do anything. She don't want nothing positive to come out of what Umar's doing. And it's impossible. None of this shit that you did worked. None of it.
Man, bro, like that shit is foul, man. Somebody says, yeah, bro, I hate Van Jones too, man. Well, folks, I'm about to get back to my lunch, man. All right, folks?
You what?
I'm about to, but go back to my lunch, man. All right?
All right, bro.
All right, then peace out,
All
Godfather.
right, peace, man. Good to see you up in there.
Yeah, you too.
All right, fellas. I'm about to go ahead and bail out of here, man. I need to give me something to eat too. I got about an hour and a half break before I go back and do my last session. I'm chilling right now. This was fun. I definitely love the engagement. I'm sitting here. I'm jealous of Lennon, but I got the offices. I got the businesses. I got the employees. I got bank. I don't show it. But hey, I'm jealous of Lennon. But so for all those that was caping for Miss Scary Ann, that's the real Scary Ann exposed. So y'all can take it whatever way you want. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna speak on her again. I think I've done my due diligence. She can say whatever she want to say about the Godfather. You can't erase what I am, what it is. Learn the sector, know your place in the sector, get to know people and stuff. Then you want to come. Don't think you're just gonna come out the jump saying some dumb shit. So, with that being said, see y'all later. Peace. Have a great day.